Welcome back, guys, to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'm happy the fact people are learning from my channel. That's the biggest goal I have from my channel, that people learn from my videos, the DIY, the repairs, and all the information I'm sharing, that you guys learn from this. So I'm really thankful to this platform for to be able to make it possible, I should say. But anyway, you know what, I also want to say thank you to the people that have been subscribing and liking my channel, and for the comments for the most part. I love the fact, because as you can see, my channel is pretty new. I started this channel, I would say, almost 3 months ago by now. So when I see the messages from my viewers asking to make some new content and videos and stuff like that, I love that. I truly love it. So yeah, if you guys have any question, leave me a comment down there. I will be happy to answer, or maybe make a video if something is not straightforward, that I can just write a message. So anyway, before wasting too much time, I would like to start this video. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you how I was able to repair this corn head or corn LED light bulb. I recently bought this bulb in like a garage sale we had in our neighborhood. So somebody was selling this for like $1. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna play around, I'll buy this. So basically, of course, the light bulb was like this, and this is a bigger one, by the way. This is not like, what they call E26 head or the base. This is a bigger one. I mean, you can see from my finger or screwdriver, this is a pretty big one. So this one, of course, I think more like an industrial one people use this one for. And also maybe they use for like 240 volt. Yeah, here you can clearly see this one is designed from 85 volt to 265 volt. So this is more like an industrial bulb. So somebody was selling for $1. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna risk it. I'll play around to see if I can fix it. Okay, so the very first thing, of course, I did, this is how it was. So this is what they call LED driver, which was something new for me. I know they have a little adapter or power supply, but I never knew the exact term. Now when it comes to the exact term, they call this a LED driver. So I'm gonna also maybe show you some on the screen. But yeah, so this always stays inside. These two wires were connected to here, and and of course this lid has like two other power cords or power cables. So this is how it was closed, right? So the very first thing I did was I opened these screws. So the very first thing I always check to see, I guess you can open this and look for like a visual damage. If you see any like a light bulb, like any burn spot or any like a black spot. Sometimes they have like a little black spots in them that tells you the LED is burned. So you have to either replace it, but that require more skills because you have to have a certain temperature and more LEDs and things like that. But in my case, most people gonna just throw it away unless you want to go that level to replace individual LEDs. So yeah, what I did, I removed this panel, removed 3 screws, and I was just looking for like any wire that might have got loosened or something, because I mean I can maybe show you. Yeah, let me show. Okay, so there you go. So basically when you remove it, you can see all these like a spider web cable. The only thing you're looking for is any cable that's loosened up, or maybe some sort of like a rust or something. These are not rust, this is just like a ugly like a flux paste whenever it was soldered before. So this is what you see. But yeah, this is not too bad. So that's what I was looking for the very first time I opened it. I was looking for any cable that's completely got off from the base as well. So then the next thing I did was I of course removed these 2 screws. So when this thing is closed, there are 2 screws. Here you can see this one and one on this side. So 2. I removed these 2 screws that this came apart, and this was inside, right? The what they call LED driver. So what I did was I, by the way, used this. This is like a mini inverter or power station, you can call. It has a light on the corner for emergency. The reason I like this and I still uses it, because one, this has like a little inverter. So this, of course, you see it powered on. It only giving only 250 volt. So in other words, it's kind of safe, in case you get electrocuted, what they call, if you get like a shock or something. It's only 250 volts, so you're not going to die, or at least it's not going to be bad enough to give you a big shock. And on the back side, what I love about this has a little compressor. I'll turn it on for you guys. Look at that. So you can take this hose out from here, and this is good one. I use it for my car. If I'm going on like a road trip or something, I bring this with me. and I can also pump the air in my car if I'm low. It works amazing. I love this puppy. So yeah, this side of course is a light. I'll turn this thing on as well. Yep. There you go. This has the light. This side, of course, I don't use it. This is kind of old-fashioned. And this, of course, I showed you already, 250 volt, plus it has a cigarette lighter. So I love this little power station when I'm testing these devices. It's more safe. I'm not plugging this power, cable straight in like a main outlet and getting, again, 120 volt, but a lot of watts. This is at least only 250 watts. So I'm not going to die in case, it's not going to be bad enough. So anyway, I plugged this puppy in and I tested the power, nothing. So I knew there's something wrong in here. Again, you can buy the parts. It's up to you. But I looked up on Chinese website. They do sell these LED driver. I'm gonna maybe post like a picture as I'm talking. So yeah, they do sell the parts. You can buy these. They're like only $2 to $5. They're pretty cheap. The only thing you have to make sure when you're buying it, you have to just make sure the watt. See, like this one, the one you have, the one I have at least, it says 60 watt. See, clearly here it says 60 watt. Now this is what you're looking for. So this is 60 watt. So when you're buying the LED driver, just keep in mind that you need something for the 60 watt. Now I was going to buy it, but okay, there were two problems. This big head, this base is not normal for my house. Of course, I cannot use in my garage or in my shed. This is just too big. I was thinking to use in my shed somewhere. Now I don't want to buy a separate, those outlet or something, or the holder for this one. So I was like, nope, this is just no for me. But I hate to throw this in a trash. So I was like, you know what? I have this one in home. I don't know. It was just laying around from somewhere else. It's also LED driver, but notice that it shows 30 volt to 48 volt, 600 milliamp. Now I do need 60 volt, but this one is only giving up to 48. Now 48 is still enough to light up bright enough. Yes, it's not going to the 100% brightness, but you know what? I don't need 60 watt brightness, to be honest. I mean, 50 volt or 48 volt is plenty. It's already so bright I can't even look at it. I mean, currently I have 30 watt in my basement, in my garage and basement, and honestly that is so bright. I have 2 light bulb and that's crazy bright. So I'm like, you know what? I'll test it. So yeah, what I did is connected 2 wires straight to this and it lit up right away. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So then I decided to basically poke a hole in here, like basically push. You can you can use like a screwdriver, push the pin from inside and this puppy comes out. This is what you have like at the bottom. So this comes out, and then what I did, I basically put this wire inside and I put some Gorilla Glue, let it dry, so it's pretty solid right now. So I'm basically going to close the whole thing like that and just hang in my shed or something. Again, it's not going to be pretty because I'm not doing it the right way, by the way. And again, you're doing on your own risk. So if you wanna do it my way, you're most welcome. But the right way of doing it, to buy the LED driver from somewhere, you replace it, and that's how you fix it. Again, it's not a big saving. It's not $200 light bulb. I think they're like $30-40 light bulbs, so they're not even too expensive. But I'm doing this as a fun project. Now, so yeah, I'm gonna show you how it works. But yeah, basically, see, these are the 2 wires, and again, this is a DC volt, so don't worry about the current. So I'm gonna show you here. Simply, I plug this puppy in. Actually, let me close this thing here quickly because this is dangly pangly here. Let's see. All right, done. So yeah, tight enough. I'm gonna show you how it works. So yeah, simply plug this puppy in, turn this thing on. It has power, and again, see, I'm touching with my hand. There is no like nothing AC, or at least high enough AC where you're gonna feel a shock. So I'm simply gonna connect. So again, it has to be positive to positive, negative to negative. In my case, I don't know. So you can simply plug it in. You're not gonna hurt LED. Either they'll lit up or they won't lit up. I mean, again, it's not gonna be end of the world. So simply connect to, oh, look at that, it's already working. Look at that, guys. See how bright it is? I mean, it is so bright. It's just perfect. This is just so bright here. I'm gonna give you maybe a better view. It's so bright. I mean, it's perfect. Again, it's not 100% bright, but it's bright enough for me. So next thing I'm gonna do is simply Again, I don't have to show you in the camera, but basically I'm going to use like solder or something, put these two wires together, put a little heat tape or something, or what they call heat shrink tape. I'm going to plug that puppy back in, and then I'm going to close the screws back in, and I'll show you how it's going to look like, I guess. Yep, there you go. So I don't have to really worry about it. But basically at the end, this is how it's going to look like. So simply, so it's going to look, of course, it's not going to look like a beautiful, but hey, it's something you don't have to throw in the trash. It's still useful. Now I believe it has far more better life, because this one you can kind of see how black it got. See this area? Because it kind of burned, or like it was too hot, and here in the middle. It got so hot that basically died due to this LED driver. Now this one is far better quality, and plus it has an aluminum like a shielding, so this will also have a better lifespan. So this is not going to die as early as the other one. Plus this is a very nice design. It holds like a little, you know, heat sink all around, so it also help keep this puppy cool. So anyway guys, this is all I wanted to show you. Hope you guys learned something new from this. And you know what, one more thing I'm going to show you as I'm talking about my little power supply. I actually built the battery myself in this thing. This is not a just regular battery. I'm going to show you actually here. Okay, this is what I'm trying to show you here. Now this is a lithium battery I built myself in home. It doesn't look pretty because I just had to wrap something for kind of cushion, but maybe in future I'm going to make a video on how I made it. It basically using a lithium ion cells, 18360 I believe, or 18365. These are just like an old cell that I got from my old laptop batteries. So yeah, it's in a series, and I have a BMS here, battery management system. So basically it's a 12.6 volt battery. Now the reason I like lithium batteries is because you can use this in a freezing weather. They'll just work perfect. Plus it's homemade, so I'm not really, you know, blowing up 20, 30, 40 bucks on like a battery and worrying about replacing the battery every few years. This is going to last me long time. I think good 10, 15 years. Plus I didn't pay anything. This is all homemade. But you can see how I did the wiring. This I believe is a TC90 or whatever the connector. I connected it so I can literally take it out, plug in something else, or plug this one back in. And yeah, and this is the wire I took it out extra just for charging purposes, so I can charge it from my power supply. But yeah, this is what I use. I mean, I love this puppy. This comes so handy for so many different things. So anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something new. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching my video. We'll see you in the next video. But yeah, peace out guys. Have a good day. Thank you.